Someone mentioned in the comments, and I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I've got the video pulled up over there. But they mentioned something about the garden, where the garden's knocked down too. And if this could relate to what, if this right here is sticks stop in the mud, in the dirt, and other sticks down around it, and you can tell that these sticks, one's a lot wider than the other one, the middle one there, and then you got this little mess over here. If that relates to the garden, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the way he put it was, if you would have tied your stuff up, it wouldn't have fell down. And this has happened around here a few times. I can think of a few things that's happened that's something like that. Like at the end of the garden, I found that small weave structure, and then I found the big one up on top where the weave is. That was, I mean, identical but bigger in scale. I mean, the same type of sticks and stuff was there. Uh, Jay in the comments also said, and this is true, the pile of sticks is still over there. He went around and whenever carrying them were down and picked up all the sticks out of the yard. There's some more sticks over here now. But he picked all the sticks up out of the yard, and so all the sticks should have been gone. That rock that was over there shouldn't have been there. And I had mowed that weekend, and I would have definitely seen this mowing. So I talked to Uncle Bob today, and he told me that there was no storms here this over the weekend. So I don't know. I mean, I can't say for sure that boogers did that to the garden, but I went to tie it up yesterday, and it was some of the corn cobs were missing. Just to be honest with you. Also, Uncle Bob, I told him he could pick some of the beans, but the beans had growed up on the sunflowers, and you couldn't get to most of them. A lot of them, anyway. But he never picked any beans, and it looked like someone had picked the beans. I don't know. There's no cameras on the garden, and there was no storm. There's actually no cameras over here. I got one on the corner of the house that shines down the road here, where all the cats are, and then another one that points out that way on the side of the house. What the heck? Look, there's more sticks. Hmm. I'm not sure what happened there. Back up on the porch now. I don't know what happened there. Since within distance, I should have been getting the Wi-Fi. It's picking up good. Heck, I was actually closer. Anyway, I don't know if it showed on there, but I just found some more sticks. They're all in a straight line. But anyway, I mean, ever since that comment, I mean, it just got me thinking. I'll walk over here. I need to check some other stuff up. Check some other stuff out. Watch out, cat. See if they moved anything over here. It's raining again. It's raining again. I did have a storm today. All this looks the same. All this looks the same. Wait, there is something different. My big owl's gone. You remember the owl's the bobbly head? It's gone. Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen that thing in a while. And a rock's been moved. Huh. That owl was sitting right there. But I don't know. Anyway, I was talking to Angie, Snow White Bigfoot, when we was discussing it. She just asked me if life, if I asked something along the lines of, whoa, that was cloaky. That scared the crap out of me. Here's one all the way over here. What the heck? That's a heavy piece too. That was already there. That was actually sitting up underneath of this. Right there. If there's any more hair on this. Last time they pushed it over, they went out this way. Got hair on this. A spider on it. A couple spiders. Don't see any tracks. Man, that's not cool pushing a man's wood pile over. Is that a track? Look, that's like a molehill. No, what is that? That's a bunch of moss. It didn't grow there. Where did that come from? This is weird. Well, there's all my duck eggs. What the heck? I've been wondering where my duck eggs went. I was about to start a possum hunt. Crazy ducks. I'll probably bull them up and feed them back to the chickens. The ducks had to lay them there. That's weird. It poured the rain today. We had flooding too. I don't know. I'm going to check up here for tracks though. A bone. But yeah, it's kind of weird, and it's even strange for me to say it, but it has become a bit normal for things. I mean, there's still stuff that I don't really get excited about, like the weaving stuff up there. But some of this stuff, I mean, I don't know, like moving stuff around and all that. The interaction with them at the time that's pretty exciting. But anyway, I don't know. that that comment just got me thinking. I love comments like that make me think. But yeah, I mean, who knows for sure what they think, and if they're putting two and two together, like the glyph relates to the garden or what. But it's hard to say what goes through a booger's head. Creeks up. Anyways, I don't see anything else. I wonder where the owl is. I don't know if I'll find that somewhere. Maybe they took it up on the hill. Well, that's pretty weird there too. Walnut. Any tracks on the bridge? Ooh, there is something on the bridge. I don't know what that is. Seriously, doubt I'll find any tracks in the creek. I'll be washed out. Anyway, what are y'all talking about? An owl is shining its shoes. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have them down there, and we didn't. I don't know. We didn't cover a lot of stuff. But, I don't know. It was fun. I'd like for him to come back whenever time wasn't so pressing and it wasn't so bloody hot. Good night, it was hot. But I was kind of proud of Carrie. See, here's all the sticks Jay picked up out of the yard for the fire. We burned about half of them. Yeah, I haven't been putting out as much content lately. I'm not been going up out in the woods like I did like the last couple of years. I just stayed every moment I had off of work. I was up in the hills poking around, and that was cool. And I learned a few things. But I don't know. This year I'm just not doing it. Number one, I'm tired of getting ate up by ticks and chiggers, turkey mites. They're horrible. And I don't know. I seem to have better luck sitting around the house and getting activity. Plus, it's just so hot. Oh God, it's so hot. The heat index was well over 100 the last few days, and it was actually cooler down in Tennessee whenever I was down there. And at work, the trucks are on their last few months now of their lease, and they have just been going stupid, breaking down, little things falling apart on them, and most of them's got over 500,000 miles on them, and that's a lot of miles. But whenever it cools down, I'll definitely be poking around some more. And then whenever we get the new trucks this fall, I think we're supposed to get them in the fall, and that'll really help. It just wears me out in the summertime. This heat drains me. Horrible. I gotta grab my charger for this thing. That way, baby. Never walk here all the time. You lay there all the time. One walking whenever we was up on the hill. I didn't know there was one walking while we was up on the hill. Look at this. So I've had to pull this table back, and then I'll move my chair out here because I'll take the hose because the spraying off the porch. Well, Bailey figured she could fit in this old 100-year-old little table. See the broken leg on it right there. And she knocked that off with everything sitting on it off and broke it. She's a bulldozer. She don't like the water hose. She thinks she's gonna get a bath. Yep. It's acting like a normal cat again, running around somewhere. There's two of them. I don't know where the white one's at right now. Probably up in a bush. Yeah, he's doing good. Getting some eggs. Pretty relieved that wasn't a possum or something up there getting my duck eggs. They just found a new spot. Ducks are funny. Chickens will lay up there in the coops. They might find a different nesting box. But ducks are just, they're out of control. They'll, they'll find all kinds of weird places to lay eggs. Yeah, I'm going to look for the owl tomorrow. Around here anyway, but I don't know. And that's another thing. The stuffed animal hasn't never made it back, and I've never seen it. It's been a while back. They took it right after the laughing thing. That thing's liable to be in rags by now. Maybe that's why they brought the Kermit that time. They found another one. There goes the white cat. There he is. You can see his legs. See the side of his face. Get. Wow. Feeling fine. Maybe it'll stay over there. Done with my laundry too. Yeah, the eggs are about to pushed over wood pile. But it looks like a duck nest. I don't know if y'all notice how the ducks they'll make like a ground nest and they'll clear the bottom of it out and lay their eggs, but they'll have like a thing around it, I guess maybe so they don't roll away. And every duck will always they'll all lay in the same spot. It's weird. I don't think the boogers done anything like that because like before I left for Gatlinburg, I was going to take a bunch more duck eggs down there with me. Let my buddy try them, which only had like four of them. We ate those; they were good too. His wife made them on with some fried bologna and fresh tomatoes. Man, it was good. I don't know, Frank. I don't think anything's around tonight. I'll try. I don't even know if the sound will carry. It's muggy. It was foggy coming in. Well, it's not really too bad muggy. It's really cooled off. That's one good thing about the rain. It's really cooled it off. Oh, I love duck eggs. Watch your ears. figure out how to let these cats stay up in the barn. Shouldn't have any mice problems around the house, that's for sure. Yeah, there's caves around here. I'll knock the phone off, Bailey. You big bulldozer. There's caves, coal mines, abandoned coal mines. One of the, it might be the biggest cave in the world. It isn't that far from me. Mammoth Caves. And there's another big cave system that's close to me. It's called Carter Caves. It's not but maybe 30, 40 minutes away. I did warn you. So watch your ears. Yeah, Mammoth Caves is huge, and they say they haven't explored it at all. I got on a kick a couple months ago. I was looking up Hollow Earth, and one of the things that I read whenever they was flying the missions down over Antarctica, they was talking about they had to relate with the Hollow Earth, like the Admiral Byrd flew down, and there was spaceships, I guess, UFOs, whatever, but they had like Nazi symbols on them or whatever. They was coming up out of the earth. Anyway, part of that, the gang that was down there, they had some people from Australia and England and whatnot. Some of the English pilots reported seeing tall, hairy hominoids down in Antarctica. Then there's another guy I listened to that he was talking about it, and he was talking about how all the basically the Hollow Earth is like a bunch of like a cave system, honeycombed like cave systems, and I think that's highly probable. I mean, there's passages in the Bible that you can interpret to mean Hollow Earth. Oh, it is interesting. Uh, I can't think of the guy's name. I could probably look it up real quick. But I listened to a bunch of stuff that he was talking about. I think he's the one that was talking about the English pilots. If I think about it, I'll put a link in the description or whatever. But it was really interesting. Like God asked the devil, I forgot what verse it was, where he's been, and he said to and fro, coming in and out of the earth. You know, hell is supposed to be a place inside the earth. There's cave systems everywhere. There's cave systems, huge cave systems, and I just wonder if they all connect. Was it Job? I thought it was Job, but I wasn't sure. If y'all type in Pastor Charles Lawson on YouTube, and you can put in UFO, or he talks about Bigfoot, all kinds of stuff. He's a great, I listen to him a lot. And he'll talk about stuff like that, the Illuminati, all that stuff. He'll talk about a bunch of stuff like that. And he's just a good old Southern Baptist preacher. Very interesting to listen to. I would recommend listening to him. I know he's one that talked about it. I cannot remember that other guy's name. He had kind of an odd name. I don't think he would be in my... Hang on a second. There's another guy that's interesting. It's actually how I found this one guy I'm talking about. He got on a big flat Earth kick, and I just don't know about all that. I don't think that holds much water. But his name was Rob Ski. But he does have a lot of interesting videos. Is it? I'll let him on here. Hey, down. Robert Sedford. That's another good channel. Or Atlantine Gardens. He talks about some cool stuff. It sure ain't flat here. Adios. Man, I can't find that guy's name. Now, if you type in Hollow Earth, it brings in all kinds of stupid stuff. PBS, a History Channel. I hate YouTube now. I hate its search engine now. You can't find anything except for the mainstream stuff. And if I wanted to watch the mainstream stuff, I would still have TV. No, I can't find it. I could have swore I was subscribed to him too. And that's another thing, YouTube. YouTube sucks. Oh well, I'll have to look for him later. It's a good channel, and it's got all kinds of interesting videos on it. Oh yeah, I've tracked it. The first summer I started like on YouTube, I got to where I could just about go to them. They don't live in a certain spot. They move around. At least the ones around here, they move around. They don't stay like up underneath a certain rock cliff. They're constantly moving around here. The most they seem to stay around here is 3 or 4 days, and then they'll be gone. Now they might come back, but they're not actually staying here on or around my property. They'll move around. And I've found tall man trails, just places they go. They don't use like a certain path or anything either. It's more like a wide, broadened direction that they go. The same area, but it's not the same path. If that makes any sense. I don't remember the dude's name. Yeah, YouTube is getting very strange lately. I really, really don't like it anymore. It's they unsubscribe you. You don't get notifications. Uh, you go to type in something on the search engines, and you get most of the mainstream uh, people, you don't really get any people anymore that have their own ideas. They think outside the box. It's just I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think like if I was to type in something, the main results shouldn't be CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, or anything like that. That's not what made YouTube big. People got on YouTube because they got tired of watching the news and getting lied to all the time. And I'm not saying that creators on YouTube aren't telling you the truth, or they might be telling you the truth. You got to use your discernment on anything that you watch or listen to, and look it up, research it a bit. Everybody's got opinions on stuff, but I haven't had TV in over 3 years now because I got sick of it, and now YouTube's pulling the same stunt. I wish they had a good format with enough people on it where others can go and share their ideas and not be censored and all that. I mean, that's basically what they're doing, shadow banning or censoring people. I mean, it's just not exactly frank, and it don't need to be political. You know, everybody should be allowed to express their ideas. You don't have to agree with the ideas, but folks ought to be allowed to express them. Yeah, there needs to be another platform, and they're gonna. I mean, I don't know. Something's gonna get people's gonna get tired of it. I mean, a lot of people's already getting tired of it. You can go on YouTube and look at all the creators that's been there for a while. They're getting sick of it. I'd say it won't be long before something else that can compete with the same audience that YouTube can bring you will come about. Yeah, you should be able to. Mainstream, it's all fake and it's all the same agenda. I mean, there's people that's done videos where like local news broadcast, they'll be saying the exact same things, like they got their little talking points, and on the same day, it's like controlled propaganda is all it is. Which I guess that's what you get whenever two or three folks own all of the newspapers and news programs. And there's a race car. Me too, D. There's stuff that pops up on here now that it's probably in the recommended right now. Stuff that I'll never watch. You have this stuff I've never even heard of, or stuff that you've already watched. New hero coming out, Sigma origin story. I have no idea what that even is. I've never heard of this channel. PewDiePie. I've never watched PewDiePie. I think I did watch PewDiePie one time. That wasn't my gig. Whatever this thing is, I can't even read this. It's not even in American. Polly Shore. Why would I watch that? The Ace Family. Why would I watch that? No idea how to say this one. Here's here's one wrote in Chinese or something. It's crazy. It's crazy what they put in the recommended now. Look, Eric. I don't know. One thing that I've learned to do is after you go to a search engine, go to view count, because usually on view count you get a better variety. It ain't all mainstream crap on there. Look up that. I don't know if y'all have heard about that Jeffrey Epstein guy, Epstein, whatever his name is, a sick individual. Type in that and see what you get. But then if you type in view count, you can actually go to other videos that tell you more stuff in depth, and it's not just somebody's opinion. It's more like the news. It's more like presenting the facts without throwing in their opinion on everything. Yeah, I do too, Frank. That's why I don't try to talk politics on here. I've got, my political views, but this ain't the place for it, in my opinion. And if I was to talk about it, I would probably put it in the title. Yeah, you're pretty close to Delaware. Man, it feels great out here. I bet I have no idea what it is. Probably, maybe the upper 70s, maybe mid 70s right now. It feels great. It's not real muggy. It's a bit muggy, but nowhere bad as it used to be. Did y'all go up on Klingman's Dome or any of that, Carrie, whenever you went down to the Smokies? When you go back, I highly recommend it if you've never been there. And another cool place to go is called Bluff Mountain. They've got like an old fire tower up there. There's some, I guess, like cellular phone towers and stuff up there. But they've got an old fire tower up there too. You can climb up to the top of it and get a beautiful view. Man, I recommend it, dude. It's absolutely, go up there at sunset. It's absolutely breathtakingly stunning. I've been down there a couple dozen times and never have actually went to the Smoky Mountains, and it's awesome. You talk about a good bathing creek. They got some fine water holes up that way too. I couldn't get over how long it took us to actually drive up the mountain. Once you get on that mountain, you're driving for 30 minutes, and that's without the slow car in front of you. It took us forever. You just keep going up and up and up. The next time I go down, I'm going to go over. If you cross the mountain, you come over out in Cherokee, North Carolina. I want to go over on that side and check it out. But definitely go to Klingman's Dome. If anybody ever goes down there, go to Klingman's Dome. It's awesome. And there's another place down there. I seen it on my way back, but it was closed on Sundays. Some kind of caverns. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a big cave system up underneath the Smoky Mountains. I'm gonna check that out next time I go down. Yeah, the Appalachian Trail goes right by that Clingman's Dome. I actually saw part of the Appalachian Trail while I was up there. But man, it was beautiful. And the creek coming off that mountain. Oh man, I'd hate to be. I'd hate to try to go up or down that thing in the wintertime. Good night. Is that what they're called, Martha? That don't sound right. It might be right. Lychee Caverns? Forbidden Caverns, that's the ones I went by. Has a nice ring to them. You can check them out on the old browser in Sevierville. I like that. I like to go there and check them out. Like I said, we've got the Mammoth Caves around here. It's always a nice place to go in the summertime too. It's really cool. And Carter Cave's the one I was talking about that's not too far from here, 30, 40 minutes from here. That place is beautiful too. I need to get back over that way. Adios. Actually, I do believe I'm gonna get off here myself, go get me a shower. I was soaking wet by the end of the day. It started out just so muggy, and you could just stand there and sweat. It was horrible. God, it drains me. But I was just wanted to jump on live and talk about that structure. And I can't remember who it was that said that. I'm gonna look real quick and thinking because they was right. I mean, that's exactly what it reminded me of. I know there's a lot of comments on there. Mr. George's Miniatures is who said that. And it just got me to thinking. It's the kind of comments I like. And like I said, I was talking to Angie a while ago on Messenger, and we were talking about how when exactly did it become normal to have Bigfoot on the property? Well, I mean, I understand it's not normal at all, but it gets to a point to where, yep, they done this. But then they do things like the sticks out there that make you think, like the sticks in the garden, and like I said, they've done that a few times, like the miniature glyph they built down here, then the big thing they built up there where the weave is, or if I go turkey hunting and come inside and take a nap and come back out, and there's a hunk of turkey meat, turkey feathers on my side by side, or if I go deer hunting, I come back the next morning, there's a dead deer out in my yard, or a deer antler or something out in the yard. And it makes you think, what are they thinking? Are they putting, like the garden, for instance, do they relate that to what happened to the garden? I mean, it's just, do they have that type of thinking abilities? I know they have emotions, like they think things are funny, and they can figure out problems, like trail cameras and such, and they can get mad. But do they have reasoning abilities that's that in depth? It blows my mind, and I'm not saying that it's not exciting. I mean, whenever I say it's normal, I'm not saying that it's not exciting, because it is exciting whenever stuff happens, and some stuff is really exciting. DDoS just got back home yesterday. I talked to him yesterday on the phone, and yeah, he's driving home. He's been working. He's got the new job, and they're working his guts out. and down in the Texas heat, it's he's pretty much in the desert, and there's no shade trees and nothing to get under. So he's back home. I say he'll be hitting the channel pretty hard in the next few days. So we got that to look forward to. Yes, yes, she is too. Not let her like it yet. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna take a shower, wash the grease and sweat off. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.